Okay, so today I wanted to teach you about this idea I had recently for gel printing. So it started with this. So when I was in Frankfurt in February, they were giving out these free water bottles. So I was at Creative World with Gel Press, and when they gave them out at the end of the day, I couldn't help but think, oh, I could gel print with that. And I did make some gel prints, and you will probably see them if you look on my Instagram or on my YouTube channel. You will see the prints that I made. But it gave me this idea. What if I used patterned rolling pins to gel print with? So I went and bought some patterned rolling pins like these. So today I'm going to show you what you can do with these and the cool prints that you can make with them. So if that sounds like something that might interest you, then keep on watching. I'm going to use a couple of different size gel plates today. I've got the really small one, which I think is something like 2 by 5 inches, and then I'm going to use this one, which is a 3 by 5 gel plate. I must admit I've been using this quite a lot since I got it in February, and I find the size is really good. It's really nice. It fits on an A5 piece of paper really nicely. So yeah, if you haven't got one this size, then I definitely recommend you get one. Okay, so what I'm going to do to begin with is just add a little bit of acrylic paint. So you don't need that much acrylic paint when you're gel printing, so just a little bit is just enough. And if you just spread that out across your plate evenly with a roller, so you just add it on, smooth it out. Not too much, because if you roll it too much it will dry too quick. Okay, so I'm going to use this little roller here. So you'll see that there's a hole down the middle. Now, I don't normally use these. These are really meant for polymer clay. And as I don't use polymer clay, I don't know if you're meant to put something down the middle of the roller, but I use this and it works just fine. So if you just roll it along on the plate, you kind of need to press down as you're doing it, just so that it takes off a layer of paint. And what you'll see is where the white areas on the roller are, it's left the paint onto the plate. So now you want it to just dry. So I have had a few comments about this recently. I tend to use a heat gun. I find that it works really fine for me. You can use a hairdryer, or you can just be patient and wait, which I'm not very good at. I don't find it damages any of my plates. I have it on a low setting. I don't hold it in one place for too long. I've been gel printing for about 6 years now, and honestly, it's not damaged any of my plates. So as long as you're careful, it should be fine. So you can just check to see if the paint is dry, and it does seem to be dry, which is great. So now you want to put another layer of paint down. So I'm going to use a contrasting colour, this cream colour. Again, you don't want too much paint. And I'm going to use a different roller. So I tend to use one roller for my lighter colours, one roller for my darker colours. If you just spread that out across your plate. Just smoothie. If you think you've got too much paint, which I might have slightly too much here, then you can just roll it off on your scrap of paper to the side. So I use this scrap of paper just to clean my roller every so often. And then you just want a piece of white paper to put down onto the plate like that. I'm not using any kind of alignment tool today. You can do if you want to, but you really don't have to. So you just want to smooth it down. This is just copier paper. I find you can use more expensive paper if you want to, but I find especially when you're first starting out, you do get through a lot of paper, so it's a good idea to use copier paper. And sometimes the prints don't all come out quite how you want them to as well. So what you want it to almost do is stick to the plate, so that when you pull it up, it will pull everything up from the plate and it won't leave any pattern behind. So yeah, it's doing that. There we go. So you just pull that back. There you go. So that's my first print, and you'll see it's got really nice patterns on it. Okay, for the second print that I'm going to show you, I want to use this roller here. So it's a very similar technique. So yeah, if you just watch, I'll do you a quick demo. Okay, so I'm actually going to switch over from this gel plate now over to the smaller one, because I've got some smaller rollers to show you as well. So we've got this little one here. It's got bees and flowers on it. So we'll see how this one comes out. I'm going to use some red paint for this print. We only need a very little bit of paint. You just want to spread that out across your plate. And then just roll it off here. And then you just want to roll your little roller along. Now this one is definitely not as easy to do as the other ones. A bit more fiddly. You just want to press right down on your plate so that you get the best image possible. There we go. Okay, so then you just want to let that dry. Just going to dry it off with my and then I'm going to use a bit of gold in the background. Just a little bit of paint, and then spread that out onto your plate. And then a little bit of paper, just press it down into your plate. And like before, you almost want it to stick to the plate. There we go. So it's quite a nice, delicate image. However, it doesn't work as well as some of the other ones. So just make sure that when you're choosing what roller to buy, if this is something you want to do, you might want to pick one that's got a really well-defined image on it, rather than a more complicated one like this, because it doesn't tend to work as well. Although that is quite a pretty pattern though. Okay, so the last one I want to show you has all these little bugs and butterflies on it. Now, because of the way that it works, like the way that it's defined, I'm going to show you a slightly different way to print. So this time I'm going to use the light colour first, and you'll see why in a minute. So I'm going to use this sort of lilac-y colour. I'm just going to spread that out onto the plate. Rid of any excess paint. And then I'm going to roll the roller across the paint plate. Just making sure that I press right down. And also when you're doing this, it can be really easy to slip with the roller and it slip across the plate, and then you'll get like a smudged image. So see how you get on. There we go. So I don't know how well you can see that, but it has got lots of little images of bugs on it now. So I just want that layer to dry. Not quite dried. Just need a little bit more to dry there. Okay, so now you want a darker colour, so I'm just going to use this like navy blue Liquitex. Again, you only want a tiny bit on your plate, like so. Maybe just a little bit more. And then you just roll that across your plate as before. Just make sure it's as even as it can be. Clean off your roller. Grab a piece of paper as quick as you can and place that down onto the plate. And again, you want it to almost stick to the plate, so just keep pressing down. I sometimes find the warmth of my hand actually helps to dry the print onto the paper, so it can help by rubbing it over and over. Okay, when you think it might be done, you can just check the corner, and it seems to be leaving the plate clean. And then you get an image like that. And you can see from this roller, it actually works better using the dark colour second, because then you get the actual image of the bug in the dark colour. So I've used 4 different rollers today and got very different prints. I've got the purple one with the field. We've got this one with the floral and leaf pattern. I mean, this one would actually look really nice on tissue paper, and then you could use it in collages. You've got the one with the bugs. Just think about doing the colours in reverse order for that one. And then you've got the really subtle bees and flowers on this one, which came out quite pretty. So I hope this something new that you've learnt today, and maybe it will encourage you to go out and buy yourself a polymer gel roller. You can get them on Amazon, so just have a little look. If you're interested, there's a link to my Amazon shop, and I have put together a whole load on there, so it's worth having a little look. I really hope you've enjoyed my video today. Please like, please subscribe, and please comment. I'd love to hear from you. And if you'd like to give me a hype, it really helps with the algorithm. Thanks so much. Bye.